back to my channel. It's Christina at Homeschool and Grace, and today is another weekly update from our homeschool to yours. So this is for week 2 of our homeschool week, our homeschool year, no, not week. And I'm going to do just a quick flyby of our week 2 of homeschool. This isn't going to be one of my long extended ones. I think I'm going to break it up, or you might just see, it depends on how the weeks are going and the time I have, but you know, you see a long one and then a short one, or maybe long, short, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I did want to get something out to you this week of how our school went. So I hope that you let me know where you're at, which week you're on of school, how has your school been going. Week 2 for us, I'm going to start with my high schooler, and I'm trying to remember, it's so funny how quickly you forget how things went. So I want to say things went well week 2. I don't remember any big hiccups. There may have been a few things I had to modify. Yes, and I will share that with my next. So through exploring countries and cultures, I did have to do some modifying, and I will share that when I get there. But we'll start out with my high schooler, ancient history and literature. This week was a little bit easier for her. I remember for school, she didn't have an essay due, so she felt like it was really easy. But she was doing a lot of deep dive into Bible reading. So she was doing the Old Testament challenge, and her history was also part of this because she was reading through Job. And so they would take excerpts from this that she would answer questions for while reading Job. So it was kind of cool because I'm doing it's way down here in the corner. You can't even see it. I'm totally blocking it. So, okay. So I do the journeyeveryday.com Bible reading plan from My Father's World. I've done it now. I think I'm on my 3rd time through the Bible doing this. So it's been really fun to restart it again. It takes about 18 months, I found, doing it this way, but I don't mind doing a little bit slower than like a 1 year quick. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at is that I was also reading through Job while she was reading through Job. So it was really helpful. And so then my husband read through Job, and I'm using to read along with it, I've been using a J. Vernon McGee old commentary. He did like Through the Bible Radio. I think that's what it was called. And so they put all his radio shows into books as like a commentary, like verse by verse. And I just love it. And so it's helped me to like, when we were talking about what she was learning about, to like, I had a little bit more information from learning from J. Vernon McGee. So that was kind of fun. If you're ever interested in those books or commentaries, I'll link his website down below. I find him really helpful, and like, he speaks to the simple man, the layman, or woman, simple woman. And sometimes we just need that. Okay. She also was reading still through the New Answers book. She, some of the chapters are just kind of dry, so we've been finding. So I've been looking up videos. I will literally just type in the chapter that she's reading, like the title, and I can typically find a video for her to watch. So I think there was maybe one I couldn't, and so she just read it. But then we just discussed what she learned from it, even if it was from the videos, or I'll have her skim through the chapter, but that's been really helpful for her. She also started unwrapping the Pharaoh, and the pictures are super cool. She is an audio. She's very much a audible learner, and so she wishes she could follow it along with like an audio version, but they don't have one, so that's okay. She's getting through it. We have another David Down book I really like, and so anyway, I just putting that out there that I like his teachings. So there you go. That's going to be kind of our flyby. She hasn't started her co-op yet, so there still is no science, and other electives, and so it was kind of an easier week for her, which she did not complain about. Okay. I don't have much to share for my exploring countries and cultures. Okay, let's see here. For week 2, I really loved the Bible this week. It was taking verses, and then it had a concept for each one. where like people began to speak other languages. The good news is for all people. I just really loved this time of like just getting in the Word with my girls, and then like, what are we learning from this? This is our concept that we can take away from these verses. So I really appreciated that. Let's see what else. So geography, I'm finding that my 3rd grader is having trouble keeping up with the map studies, the learning about the maps and like how to read them. I will say though, I found an awesome video, well, 2 awesome videos online of this gal who taught how to like read from a physical map and a political map, and the way she explained it, I was like, this is brilliant. So I will link it down below because it was so helpful to learning how to read these maps, and like my girls got the concepts, and then it was able to like tie it into the other maps because we were just kind of struggling just looking at the book, the classroom atlas, and then talking about. But once we watched the video, I could pull out the classroom atlas. I should get it instead of holding nothing. Okay, the classroom atlas. I could pull this out, and then they could then visualize like, okay, if we're gonna go hiking, we want to look at a physical map. If we're gonna go shopping or to Disneyland, we need a political map where it tells us all the streets. So anyway, I'll link that video. It was so great. Okay, we also learned latitude and longitude. They learned the names of the oceans. I found a fun little video for that to memorize, and they made up their own little ditty. So that was fun. And then I was really proud of them. They got all their continents memorized and their oceans. So that was really fun. We're still working through properties of the ecosystems for science. We did 1 art project. There was 3 days. Well, I should say 2. There were 4 days of art projects. We made a world map, which was like making it look distressed. And there we go. So I got out like a cup of tea, and they got to paint it with tea, and they crumpled it up and made it look fun. And then they also made a world map cake. It was so cute. So here's a picture. And they did it all themselves. They baked it themselves, and they decorated themselves. I just bought the product, or bought the ingredients, and yes, we used the store-bought food coloring frosting. So, but it made it really fun. So they had fun with that. We also started on Kingdom Tales, and I really love this book. The stories are great, and I also found videos that a pastor had done. I don't know where he's at, but he also has pictures that go along as he's reading, and so we have started listening to those, and I really like it because the chapters can get long. I feel like by the end of the day, I already have lost some of my voice, so it's been kind of helpful to like have someone else read it for me. So there is that option. I will link it down below as well if you're interested in that for your own home. I cannot remember the name of it. I can't remember. But there you go. Let me see here. I think that is it. So that was Exploring Countries and Cultures for my 3rd and 5th graders. Moving on to Learning God's Story. Week 2, again, she's just learning her letters, working through that. I will say, she has been working through, she is my eager one to do school, so I've been kind of like giving her a little more, but I'm totally willing to stop if it's too much. So anyway, she's been working through her student workbook, working on her letters, and then also making like the little scroll book. But I am loving Handwriting Without Tears. This has been really great handwriting curriculum that I've added in for our school, and I'm just really liking it. I just picked it up at our local homeschool store. Or actually, I think I got this one at our conference. I've been kind of picking them up here and there whenever I see them because I just really am liking this handwriting curriculum. It's just really helps them to visualize how to make the letters. And so I did pick this up at our local homeschool store. It's their little Handwriting Without Tears chalkboard, so she can make her letters on it, and they're just having a blast with this. It's like so novel to have a little chalkboard. So that is like my favorite right now. Let's see here. We also have been doing her big book of 5-minute devotionals, which she's still liking this. And then she likes to draw a picture at the end. So she learned about little puppies and how it ties into the word. Committing your work to the Lord, and then your plans will succeed. And she'll be starting the Proverbs practice sheets here soon. I know that's coming up. For math, we did, it was a lot with Unifix cubes and patterns. So I like these little math start books. So Beep Beep Vroom Vroom is all about making patterns. I will say, and it's not in the book basket, and I'm wondering if it's because the little boys' siblings are naughty. They're like totally disobedient, like getting into his stuff, even though he's asked them not to, and the parents are saying stop it, and they just are like, oh yeah, that's fine. You're not obeying. Like, so that might be kind of problemsome. But we still read it. Okay. What else? Okay, science with plants we did, and she made her little jar of dirt she had lots of fun with. And she's really like each day she really just finds it interesting, all the sand in it, and our dirt apparently, that's all sand. It's a lot of sand. So that's been fun. So science with plants. Oh, she also made her Jewish calendar, which she had fun with. I'm not going to grab it though. She did do that as well. Okay, so that was learning God's story for week 2. We're rounding it out. Coming around the bend. Okay, Voyage of Discovery for my pre-K-er. Week 2, she's still working on learning creation. Let me grab that really quick. Okay, she finished up her little creation poster. We put Adam and Eve on there, kind of hidden behind a cloud, but you can see them there. And put the animals on. To go along with that, we're still using the nursery rhyme, the Bible Time nursery rhyme book. I really like this still. It's still so sweet, I think. So that. She also made her God Made Animals little poster. We were supposed to cut out pictures from a magazine, and I didn't have any more magazines. I don't really typically keep magazines. Maybe I'm weird. But I had old Voyage of Discovery little animals that we, like, you know, I hadn't thrown away yet. So I was like, here, we'll just put those on. So she had fun with that. And lastly, Richard Scarry's What Do People Do All Day? My kids love this book, and she likes it. It's just got really fun pictures to look at. And, you know, what people do all day. It's just a really fun, really, really fun book for kids to just sit and explore. I'm sorry, my eye is so itchy. Oh, and we did our song in the morning, Let the Little Children Come to Me. Do not forbid them. Again, I have these songs memorized, which then I have the verses memorized because we sing them so much, and I really love it. So don't skip the songs. We did not go to the pet store or zoo. Oh well. Okay, there you go. So that was Voyage of Discovery for week 2. So that was a quick flyby of everything that we did for week 2. So I hope that you enjoyed that. What week are you on? How's school going for you? So let me know down below. I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you at the next video. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.